Hello YouTube, this is Thomson Airways 737 bringing you another video, another update for the new 2020 base model airport. So following from the last update, basically each update is going to be totally randomised based on which day we're going to focus on and time of day as well. So the last update I did was based on Sunday afternoon, around about 3 o'clock, I think it was, roughly about 3-4 o'clock, something like that. This update should actually technically be at night, because according to my schedule that I've done, it's kind of based at 4 o'clock in the morning. So basically all the night stoppers have come in. Some of the base aircraft that you can see, basically every single aircraft you can see in the opening scene here is an aircraft that is based, or will be based, but like I say, it will be on a rotation per the fleet of each sort of airline kind of thing. So I kind of explained that a little bit in the last video. So like I say, each of these will be on rotation each and every update, so you won't probably see, you'll see these aircraft again, but not like straight after kind of thing, because it'll be on a rotation between other airports and another aircraft will come in from somewhere else kind of thing. So I just want to get into the update, kind of starting from the furthest aircraft with the EasyJet A319 at the far end and working our way towards the camera. And then we'll focus on the cargo section in a moment. I want to run a few things as well, which I recently did on Instagram. I did a few sort of poll things, but I'll talk about that towards the end. So starting off with the EasyJet A319 on the far side. This is operating as U2 8917. This is heading out to Faro. This is actually a Dragon Wings version, so this doesn't have a registration. So it could be any registration you want it to be, really. We have EasyJet A321neo next to that. This is GUZMB. This is operating as U2 8789. This is heading out to Rhodes. And then next to that, pretty much in the middle of the apron, we have Jet2 737-800 operating as LS257. This is will be operating to Palma de Mallorca. This is GJZHY. And then next to that, we have a TUI 757-200. This is operating as BY3560. And this will be heading out to Rhodes as well. This is registration GOOBN. Then in the foreground, as you can see, we have another Jet2 737-800, which is operating as LS173. This will be heading out to Faro as well, just like the EasyJet A319. This is registration GJZBM. Now, in terms of the poll thing that I did for people to vote on Instagram, basically I was like questioning a few things. The first question was, should I use the Jet2 737-300s, primarily the Panda Jet2 737-300s that I have in my collection, on rotation with one of the Jet2s that we have based. So that would then mean a rotation between a 737, a single 737-300, and 737-800s, and then the other rotation will be between the other half of the 737-800s and 757-200s. So the majority of votes was to include the Jet2 737-300, so that will be implemented, that will be operating part of the schedule. And then the other one is the cargo version, which I've implemented as well on a little cargo run. I think it's like domestic cargo run. I think it goes to Edinburgh. I can't remember where it comes from, to be honest, but I've included that. The next question was, should I include aircraft, basically should I include Thomson Airways operating for TUI? Now, the only exceptions I've made, again the majority of votes was yes, the only exceptions I've made are the Phoenix 737-800 G-TAWL and FDZE. Now I know TAWL doesn't have the like split scimitar winglets, but and obviously both of them are still under the Thomson titles rather than TUI, but they are kind of still in the fleet as far as I'm concerned. I think, as far as I know, should I say, in the TUI fleet. Some of the other models, I'm not sure about. 787-8s. I'm not really sure whether to include them, because at the weekends I have a rotation of the 787-9s on a basic Orlando run, and with Gemini Jets releasing their G2EM, I've basically got 3 789s to kind of rotate with. So whether I include the 788s as well, I'm not sure. By all means, let me know, guys, like what you think about that. I certainly don't want to be using the Thomson 757 we have from NG, because that is no longer in the fleet whatsoever. So that kind of makes sense. But some of the others I'm just not sure about at the minute. So if you've got any thoughts about that, please do let me know. And then the final question was, should I include aircraft that are still operating in the fleet, but not actually, not specifically that airframe? So the main focus on this question was Wizz, in my mind. We have the Phoenix A320s. One of them is Ukraine registered. That's a no-go. I'm not going to include that in these updates. The Hungarian registered one, HA-LWR, I will be including, simply because it's Hungarian registered, and obviously Wizz, the Ukraine division, went ages ago, so I'm not going to include that one. Also, that kind of covers Jet 2, because Jet 2 sort of do still have 737-300s. I think they are marked as stored at the minute, so I don't know if they are still active or not in their fleet. I'm not sure, but that kind of covers that as well. Again, let me know your thoughts. If I remember, I'll try and sort of list these questions in the comments, in case you're not really sure what I'm on about, and I've maybe got you all mixed up, I don't know. But that's just a little bit of coverage as to what I've gone through, everything like that. So I'm going to move on now to the cargo section. We've got a bit of movement on the taxiway coming in, and on the main apron a bit of movement as well, kind of. So we're going to pan across to this scene here with this DHL 767-300 taxiing in. This is operating as DHK 114, coming in from Leipzig, and will be heading out to Cincinnati. This is GDHLE. This is, again, DHL are a based cargo airline at this airport, so these are regular runs from the 767s. Pretty much daily, I think. I don't think they operate the weekend, but I think generally speaking, and apart from Monday, but I think throughout the week, sort of Tuesday towards the end of the week, they do operate on a daily run. And then in the sort of foreground, if you like, on the stand, we have this Lockheed Electra L188 Atlantic Airlines. This is operating as MPT 022G. This will be heading out to Guernsey. This registration is G-LOFD. Little bit of a fantasy kind of backstory with this model. A rotation of 2, which will feature, so this is the Aero Classics version, the other one is the Herpa version. Basically, obviously West Atlantic are operating, which was formerly Atlantic Airlines, but I kind of wanted to bring these into a modern day setting, as like a bit of like a restoration project, maybe like a fundraising kind of scenario, where they want to operate these aircraft on behalf of West Atlantic, kind of. So yeah, a little bit of a fantasy kind of story with that, but I kind of find them to be quite nostalgic, but quite fitting for this modern day period, and it's quite nice just to have something a little bit different, I guess, on the ramp. Moving on, we have two aircraft on the stands here. I'll just zoom out slightly. This is a DHL A300. This is, I say DHL A300, you can actually class this as European Air Transport as well, which is now known as European Air Transport Leipzig in the real world. This is operating as BCS 845. Came in from Brussels and will be heading out as BCS 2882 to Dublin. Registration of this is HA-LWR. And then next to that we have a 757-200, which won't be far out. Won't be far heading out. Won't be long. BCS 2134. This will be heading out to Edinburgh. And again, DHL, you could also class this as European Air Transport because registration is OODLJ. Just a side note, before NG released all their DHL models, I actually had two of these. This is Gemini Jet's version. And I have another one but without the Formula 1 titles. So they will be on rotation. So you'll see this one with the Formula 1 titles as it should be. And then another one without. Just in case you're kind of wondering, is it the same model or not? It's not. Like I say, I've got two of them. One with the Formula 1 titles and one without. So that's pretty much the update, guys. Like I say, a little bit busier maybe than the last one. I'm just going to zoom out and give you a bit of an overview of the cargo movements there. I'll try and get all the background in the scene there. Any questions, feel free. I'll try and remember to include them questions I run about that I post on Instagram, and you guys can leave your thoughts on that as well if you want to. Again, each update trying to be weekly. It just pans out the last update. I'll be honest, I was kind of in anticipation to do this update because starting off with the last one, you know, I posted pictures and then I went back to work, and then yeah, I've been looking forward to doing this update, to be quite honest. I did actually set it up a few days ago, so it's been like this for a few days. Like I say, I'll be taking pictures, moving some of the models around, and sort of working out, you know, what's going out when, kind of thing. So if you do follow me on Instagram, whatever, or Facebook, you will see more images of this setting. Again, sort of based in the 4 o'clock period on a Friday morning. Obviously, just use your imagination. That is dark, I guess, because I can't film at night. But it is what it is. And once again, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.